Welcome back to The Fluid Creative. Today, we're diving into an unexpected yet captivating romance from the pages of DC Comics. One that's built on trust, trauma, and the fight to carve out a place in a world that's never fully accepted them. In this episode of Love Lore, we dive into the romance of Jason Todd and Artemis of Bana-Mighdall. This is a deep dive into the bond between Red Hood and the Amazon warrior who walked her own path. From deadly first encounters to a partnership forged in battle, we're breaking down how these two found something rare and powerful in each other. Who are Jason Todd and Artemis? Before we talk about their relationship, we have to understand who they are as individuals. Jason Todd's story is one of tragedy, survival, and reinvention. Once the second Robin, Jason was brutally murdered by the Joker in A Death in the Family. But death wasn't the end for him. He was resurrected in the Lazarus Pit, returning to Gotham as the Red Hood. Unlike Batman, Jason embraced lethal force, punishing criminals in ways Bruce never would. His time in the Bat family was filled with tension, as he never fully fit the mold of what a hero should be. Yet despite the blood on his hands, Jason has always been guided by his own sense of justice. Then there's Artemis, an Amazon from the warrior clan of Bana-Mighdall, a breakaway faction of Themyscira's Amazons. Unlike Wonder Woman's people, the Bana-Mighdall Amazons rejected the gods and chose a harsher, more militant way of life. Artemis trained her whole life to be their champion, wielding incredible strength and skill. But she didn't just want to be a warrior, she wanted a purpose. When she set out on her journey, she wasn't just seeking power, she was searching for something to fight for. Two warriors, two outcasts, two people looking for a reason to keep going. Their first meeting, from enemies to allies, Jason and Artemis first crossed paths in Red Hood and the Outlaws 2016. At this point, Jason is working undercover in Gotham, infiltrating Black Mask's criminal empire. Artemis, meanwhile, is on a mission to find the Bow of Ra, an ancient and immensely powerful weapon she believes is in Black Mask's possession. When Artemis first encounters Jason, she assumes he's just another criminal working for Black Mask. Jason, in turn, sees her as a massive problem, because let's face it, she's an Amazon who could snap him in half. Their initial fight is explosive, with neither willing to back down. But as the battle unfolds, they realize they're both after the same thing, bringing down Black Mask. What's interesting about their first encounter is that it immediately sets the tone for their dynamic. Both are powerful fighters, but they respect strength. Jason isn't intimidated by Artemis, and she recognizes he's more than just a rogue vigilante. They have their own moral codes that don't always align, but neither tries to change the other. They don't start as friends. They start as two warriors forced to trust each other. This uneasy alliance soon turns into something more, the evolution of their relationship. As they continue working together, eventually teaming up with Bizarro to form a new version of the Outlaws, Jason and Artemis develop a deep bond. It's not a traditional romance. There are no grand confessions, no soft moments by candlelight. Instead, their connection is built on mutual understanding. Jason, for all his bravado, is someone who struggles with self-worth. He was abandoned, beaten, and resurrected into a world that doesn't know what to do with him. He's constantly at war with himself, torn between his need for justice and his anger at being cast aside. Artemis understands that struggle. She, too, was an outcast among her people, a warrior trying to prove herself in a world that didn't always value her strength. While Diana of Themyscira was a symbol of hope and peace, Artemis was trained for battle and survival. What makes their relationship compelling is that they don't try to fix each other, they accept each other as they are. They don't ask for apologies or explanations. They fight side by side, trusting each other completely. And in that trust, something deeper grows. There are moments where it's clear that they care about each other in ways that go beyond friendship. In one mission, Artemis is forced to leave Jason behind, and it clearly shakes her more than she expected. Jason, despite his usual sarcasm and deflection, is noticeably protective of Artemis in ways he isn't with most people. They share unspoken moments, glances, small touches, a fierce loyalty that speaks louder than words. For two people who have spent their lives feeling like outsiders, finding someone who understands is rare. Obstacles in their relationship. Despite their growing connection, Jason and Artemis never fully commit to a romantic relationship. And there are reasons for that. Their personal missions, Artemis is on a quest to reclaim the Bow of Ra and honor her people, while Jason is still trying to navigate his place in the world. They have their own paths to walk, and that often pulls them apart. Fear of losing what they have, neither of them is the type to open up easily. They both carry deep scars from the past, and committing to something more than friendship means risking another loss. Jason, in particular, struggles with this. He's lost too many people to let himself hope for something lasting. The unspoken tension, their relationship is built on respect and trust. But there's always a sense of what if? Could they ever truly be together? Or would it only end in tragedy, like so many things in Jason's life? Their relationship is never officially defined, and maybe that's what makes it so compelling. It's left open-ended, allowing fans to interpret their bond in different ways. Where are they now? As of recent DC storylines, Jason and Artemis have gone their separate ways. They still care about each other, but their paths have diverged. However, that doesn't mean their story is over. In comics, relationships can evolve over time, and with both characters still active in the DC universe, there's always a chance they'll cross paths again. For now, they remain one of DC's most intriguing relationships, a connection built on survival, respect, and the quiet understanding of two warriors who see each other for who they really are. That's it for today's Love Lore episode here at The Fluid Creative. Do you think Jason and Artemis could have worked as a couple, or were they always destined to be close, but never quite lovers? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.